white trunks and trunk stores from Thurgood Marshall Rec Center, Cleveland, Ohio. Please welcome Willie Nelson. Right now, the blue corner, he's wearing the red and gold. He's a national silver glove champion, former national PAL champion from the Cleveland Burn Gymnasium, Cleveland, Ohio. Please welcome Miguel Gonzalez.
So Willie Nelson out of Cleveland, Ohio. The Thurgood Marshall PAL League takes on Miguel Gonzalez out of the New Kronk Gym in Cleveland, Ohio. And we saw one of the earlier Kronk fighters, and Timothy Van Nieuwhouse, put out the knockout of the night thus far. A beautiful left hook. Knock out Larry James out of Baltimore.
And just in terms of how these two boxers are put together, you've got a tall and rangy boxer in Nelson, and Gonzalez, the shorter of the two. And again, when you see these kind of matchups, that's when you can get these explosive, exciting encounters. So it's going to be interesting to see how these two. Oh!
Another solid shot by Gonzalez. And Willie Nelson trying to fight back. Kevin Lang with a warning to Gonzalez. And minute, first round. Solid right hand by Willie Nelson.
This 147 division, it comes in all shapes and sizes. As you can see, this guy from Baltimore. Oh, Cleveland, Ohio, I'm sorry. Red corners. Looks like he has a very long reach advantage and height difference.
He kind of looks like a 147. Actually, if I ain't 135, but he looks looks lanky like a 147 pounder.
Yes, he does. He does.
Oh, yeah.
Almost like a young Mark Breland type.
Right, exactly. We've seen our ring card girls throughout the evening. Of course, they're wearing wardrobe from the H.O.B.O shop. And you can find out more information about H.O.B.O shop by going to their website, www.hoboshop.com. Willie Nelson out of Thurgood Marshall PAL League in Cleveland, Ohio, takes on another Cleveland, Ohio fighter out of the Kronk Gym in Cleveland, Ohio, Miguel Gonzalez. And I know some of you may be watching this and saying, Kronk Gym, that's in Detroit, isn't it? Yes, but also Emanuel Stewart has another one that's in Cleveland, Ohio. This is the new Kronk Gym there in Cleveland, Ohio. And looks like some good amateur prospects in that new Kronk Gym there. Of course, the Kronk name famous throughout boxing with such fighters as Thomas Hearns and the McCrory brothers and so many great fighters coming out of the Kronk Gym run by Emanuel Stewart. And again, this is the new one in Cleveland, Ohio.
So do you think they've seen each other before?
Yeah, I would believe so. Most of the guys, they've fought each other a number of times in the Cleveland area. Of course, they've come down here to the Platinum Gloves, where a lot of people are coming down throughout the up and down the East Coast.
That's a great thing. That's a great thing for Washington, D.C.
No question about that, Lisa, because, again, a lot of these guys, and Daryl Coley said it earlier tonight about the support that these guys should be getting. These guys and these gals should be getting in the amateur level. And a number of fighters who were amateurs or now have been successful pros got that support, and they want to see the guys that follow them, get the support as well.
Oh, yeah. I think I mentioned to you at the break that if they had something like this in this area when I was fighting amateur, that would have been a great help for me in my pro career.
As this round comes to a close, another solid round for both fighters. And actually, a lot of women boxers seem to say the same thing. I know I've talked to Israel about it, and she didn't have an amateur career. Israel Gerger was talking about 3 belt world champion out of this area. And she said one of the things that really would have helped her if she had some sort of amateur experience going into professional ranks.
Most definitely. I only had 2 amateur fights, and it was very difficult to find those. I had to go away just to get a little experience. You know?
That seems to be changing a little bit over the years, as I see a number of fighters coming out of the amateur ranks who have been Golden Glove winners in the amateur ranks on the female side, and hopefully that'll be a spark for something bigger and better.
And it's even more beautiful to see a lot of women, little girls, come into my gym, and maybe, you know, if they do have the women's boxing in the 2008 Olympics, like the rumor says, you know,
possibility. Yes.
Maybe one of those, you know, some girls from the area can go there.
And that's an interesting concept, and I'm wondering out loud if in fact they do try to make that happen in 2008. Do you think the U.S. women will be on par with the rest of the world, or behind, or how do you think we would match up on the women's side of the sport?
You're right on point with that question. A lot of the countries, these women have been boxing for years, and it's only become popular within the last 5 years in the United States. So that's really hard to tell.
So once again, we'd have our hands full in terms of the international competition.
Well, I'm wondering if they do like they did the basketball and let it be a pro level thing. You know.
Would you be interested in something like that if that would have happened?
Definitely. I'm there.
We go to the final minute of this bout between Willie Nelson of Cleveland, Ohio. He's in the red trunks and white trim. White and red trunks. Let's try that. And Miguel Gonzalez in the front colors of red and gold. This round comes to a close. Another solid round for both fighters. Ringside, Gary Ditcher Williams. This is the concludes this bout. We'll get the decision of this bout in just a moment. Stay with us. Now with the decision of this bout, we go back to ring announcer Discombobulating Jones.
The winners, the 135-pound division 2002 Platinum Gloves invitation comes from the blue corner, Miguel Gonzalez. Number 2, Willie Nelson.
And Miguel Gonzalez wins out of Cleveland, Ohio. An interview with him in a moment. Stay with us. Joining ringside by Miguel Gonzalez, winner in this bout, his last bout here. Congratulations, a great performance. What was the key to the victory? What was your game plan?
Well, this is my first time fighting somebody that tall. I haven't never been in the ring with somebody that tall, so my game plan was to hit him to the body early, get his hands to drop more. Second round, hit him to go up top to his head, and then third round, mix it up a little bit. But it's kind of difficult because I've been training with him when I was younger, growing up. So he ain't never been this tall, so it's kind of difficult for me. I thought it was gonna be easier than that, but it was kind of difficult.
So it ended up being a learning experience for you, huh?
Right. Yeah.
Why do you like boxing so much? Why boxing?
Well, because I grew up in it with my father. He put me in it since I was about 9 years old, and I enjoyed watching it when I was younger. And I mean, I don't know. I liked to fight in the streets a lot, so I took it to the ring, more legit.
Good enough.
And then now I'm going up in the sport, so I want to take it to the Olympics because I feel I got the skill to, and that's my goal. And my father's goal is to win the Olympics and then move on to pro. And my sponsor is Emmanuel Stewart, so I'm glad I'm with him, a good gentleman. So yeah, I'm going to try to see how I'm going to make it in the Olympics. Right. See how it's going to take.
Wish you well doing that, of course. Best of luck to you. Miguel Gonzalez here from the Kronk Gym in Cleveland, Ohio. Back with more from the Platinum Gloves in a moment.